when asking your question. So we'll just start. Serena, do tell us how it feels to be back at Wimbledon.
It feels good to be back at Wimbledon. A little surreal. Um, Sitting here again. It's like, didn't I just do this? But it's nice to be here.
Hi, Serena. Howard Fendrich with the Associated Press. Good to see you.
It's been a long time.
Wanted to ask you, how close did you come to maybe not returning and retiring from tennis, and what was the factors that made you decide to return?
I don't know. I didn't retire. I just needed to heal physically, mentally, and yeah, I had no plans, to be honest. I just didn't know when I would come back. I didn't know how I would come back, and it just, obviously Wimbledon is such a great place to be, and it just kind of worked out.
Hi, Serena. Mike Dixon, The Mail. Just wondering what the experience of Eastbourne taught you about your kind of state of readiness, and how different has it been sort of playing the sparring session that you had yesterday on the centre court to playing doubles with Ons?
Eastbourne was a good experience. I went into this saying, I play Eastbourne. I would never be ready for singles. I'll just, kind of play doubles and see how I felt, and definitely probably could have played singles there. But the doubles was great. I really, played with Ons, who's been playing well. And it was good. I felt more prepared than I thought I would, like a month or 2 months or 3 months ago. Way more. So it was kind of surprising, but also it's just fun time just to be out there and to enjoy it, and to I don't know, just to be out on the court again was cool.
Hi Serena, Eleanor Crooks from PA Media. When did you make the decision to play Wimbledon?
I don't know exactly when, but it was some time ago.
Weeks, months?
Definitely not weeks. It was before the French.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I think. I hope.
Do you mind?
Hi Serena, Tamani Carroll from The Guardian. Just wondering, since we didn't actually get to speak to you after, what was your experience of Wimbledon last year? And you mentioned kind of like how difficult was that, and then trying to play the US Open. You mentioned that healing mentally as well. So was that difficult at all?
Yeah, Wimbledon was tough last year. I felt like last year was tough. I felt like I was injured for most of the year, and then I ripped my hamstring, and that was tough. I don't think anyone ever wants to do that. So in general, the whole experience was rough, and then from there, still tried to make New York. I gave everything I could, just every day, getting ready or trying to make it, but then it's just like, I'm not going to make it, and hung up my rackets for a little bit until I could just heal, because it's a tough injury actually to have what I had last year. It was no fun.
Craig?
Serena, Craig Gabriel, 9 Radio. You've spoken often about Serena Ventures and what you've been doing off the court. Over this last year where you haven't played, how much more have you enjoyed that side of it? A major movie release, the Oscars, the Met Gala, etc. So how much more have you enjoyed that aspect and that side of your life compared to the tennis side?
Yeah, it's been totally different, honestly. A part of me feels like that's a little bit more of my life now than tournaments. But when you do have a venture company, you do have to go all in, and it definitely takes literally all my extra time. and it's fun. I'm currently out of office for the next few weeks, so if you email me, you'll get the nice out of office reply. So everyone knows that I'll be back in a few weeks, but it's good. So I absolutely love what I do. I love investing in companies, and then the Oscars was really fun, and just the whole like tour of that whole moment was incredible. To be a part of such an amazing movie was something that I just, you don't think about. You just, at best, you think of winning Grand Slams, not, being nominated for an Oscar for a film that you produce. So it's pretty awesome.
Serena, hi, Tom Hopkinson from the Sunday Mirror. My question sort of follows on from that, actually. You were linked with the consortium, or one of the consortiums, trying to buy Chelsea Football Club. Has it piqued your interest in maybe buying another football club or one of our other great sporting institutions?
I'm an investor. When opportunity comes, I'll always have a piqued interest, in particular in sports. So I think I always have a natural love for sport.
Yannick Schneider, Sportschau, Germany. What would you consider as a success for you personally here in Wimbledon, and also when you said mental health has gotten a bigger topic in pro tennis due to Naomi Osaka or Bianca Andreescu statements? What do you think about it, and would you maybe have wished for 10, 15 years ago that it would be that way?
So I forgot the first question, but I can definitely do the second, I think. I don't know. I wouldn't be who I am if I didn't go through and get through what I got through. And I love who I am, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. So, yeah. But there's often times that I think subconsciously I take breaks. I never played as much as the next player throughout my whole career. And I think that was all subconscious, me taking care of myself and knowing how to take care of myself. And a lot of people have to learn that. And I think that was something that my parents built into me. Like, it was already programmed in me. And so it was just something that I always naturally did.
First question, what would be a good outcome for you at the tournament?
Yes. You know the answer to that.
I tried.
Come on now.
Jonathan Jacob, BBC Sport. Mine was a similar question. Really. What are the goals and expectations for the championships?
You guys know the answer to that. So I don't know. I have high goals, but also, I don't know. We'll see. I'm not going to answer that.
Chris?
Chris Cleary, New York Times. Yesterday was a big day in our culture with the decision about Roe v. Wade. I just wanted to know if you had any thoughts on that you wanted to share with the public. A lot of people have spoken out about it.
Yeah, I think that's a very interesting question. I don't have any thoughts that I'm ready to share right now on that decision.
Willie Weinbaum from ESPN. Serena, an issue closer to the tennis is Wimbledon's decision to ban players from Russia and Belarus, including friends of yours who won't be here. What are your thoughts about that and the tour's response regarding the points?
Another heavy subject that involves a tremendous amount of politics, and from what I understand, in government, and I'm going to step away from that.
Serena, Rob Moore from Sunsport. Is this your final Wimbledon? Or do you think you'll come back next year?
I don't know. I can only tell you that I'm here, and who knows where I'll pop up next. You just got to be ready.
Simon?
Serena, Simon Cameras from The Guardian. This is first time in 10 or 11 years you won't have Patrick as part of your team here. Can you just explain what happened with him and what it feels like to not have him as part of your team?
I didn't even think about it. I don't know. It feels good. I'm having a wonderful time here, and I just didn't even think about it.
Hi, it's Serena. Ben, Game to Love podcast. What do you make of the decision to allow practice now on the centre court, considering that you had your injury due to the slipping last year on centre court?
It was interesting. You know, it's, on one hand, it's amazing. And on the other hand, it's like, well, we have to preserve center court, you know. So obviously I was super happy to be out there and have that opportunity. And it was also good for me to like get that out of my system, because the last moment I had on center court was probably not my best moment. So it was, I think overall it was good, but it's just different. It's totally different for someone like me that's, you know, been around for so long.
We'll take two more. Just here, there, yeah.
Megan Flood with ESPN. What are your thoughts on Rafael Nadal and what he's accomplished in 2022?
Yeah, he's done a lot in 2022. He's been busy. I've always been a Rafa fan. I named my dog after him, so he's so cute. I miss the little guy. So obviously I'm always rooting for Rafa, so yeah, he's been really inspiring in everything that he's done this year. And he has a lot more to do.
Hello, Serena, Antonio Guerrera of La Repubblica. Wanted to ask you, good to see you. I wanted to ask you, you could have been drawn to number one, Iga Swiatek, but you had a more comfortable draw. I mean, did you want to have a more challenging game as a first game to get on track, back again, or do you prefer something more, easier and then progression?
Every match is hard. Every match. You can't underestimate anyone or any match or any day. So, and anyone could have been drawn to me.
One last quick one.
Yes, Serena, I'm just curious, how much motivation was it to have a different memory than the one you had last year here on this court?
Yeah, it was a lot of motivation, to be honest. It was always something, since the match ended, that was always on my mind. So it was a tremendous amount of motivation for that.
Did it drive you during training sessions and recovery sessions a bit to have a different memory?
Absolutely, absolutely. You never want any match to end like that, and it's really unfortunate, but it was definitely something that's always been on the top of my mind.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.